This right here is my 1993 Mark IV Toyota Supra.
And I will turn it from something looking like this into something looking more like this.
Now we all know that Brian's Supra from the Fast and Furious movie has been built probably like hundreds of times on YouTube before, so I do not want to bore you with another Fast and Furious build.
Because let's face it, when you look at the movie car, it looks super sick. However, it also just screams early 2000s tuning style.
Which is cool, but it's 2025, the car scene has moved on style-wise.
So it's my goal to take inspiration from Brian's Supra and bring the Fast and Furious style into 2025. In preparation for this build, I've already swapped out the black headlights for chrome ones, gave the old lady a quick service while making some unsettling discoveries, and tore apart not only the exterior to prepare for what's coming today, but also I ripped out the entire interior. So today, it's Bodykit time. We are diving right into it with the front bumper, and let me tell you, this was not easy to acquire, and I had to look around for quite a while to get the one from the movie car. This is a Bomex front bumper, which, granted, is not in that great of a condition, but I will take care of that later. First, let's put it on the car and see if it even fits properly. To install it, I need to remove a bunch of parts, including the front crash bar. I'm not 100% sure what kind of sensor this is, since my Supra doesn't have any airbags, but I'm sure you will let me know in the comments below. Because I'm planning to run a big front mount intercooler in the future, I will also need to get rid of this little plastic air duct for the radiator, since it will be totally in the way. The air duct for the stock intercooler also needs to go to make room for the bumper. Now I simply need to tie the hood latch cables out of the way and we're good to go to put the bumper on.
And now for the headlights.
Now don't worry, I will be fully restoring the headlights later as they are pretty hazy. After all, they are almost 30 years old, but I'm temporarily putting them in to get an idea of how it will look once it's done and to check the fitment.
I know it doesn't look like much at the moment, but I'm thoroughly impressed, to be honest. I really didn't think that this front bumper would fit so well. Just look at this fitment right here. It is basically 100% perfect, which is crazy to say about a fiberglass bumper. I don't know, but like I really just love the Bomex front bumper. I'm very, very curious about your opinion about it because it is a little controversial. I know that. The bumper itself is definitely one of the more aggressive bumpers for the Supra out there, but I think it's just so nostalgic and it also still fits in 2025, in my humble opinion.
The front is really coming along, but there's still one big thing missing: the hood. I've sold my original aluminum hood to replace it with this TRD style fiberglass hood. Not only is it slightly lighter than the original, but it also matches Brian's hood from the movie.
Okay, let's see if this lovely hood closes. Okay, the hood is in the latch, but you can see this gap right here is minuscule. I'll basically need to rotate the entire hood this way because at the moment it's kind of like a little crooked, like pointing to the right, because on the left side you can see this gap right here. I can even fit my index finger in there. So I'm just gonna try to rotate the hood a little bit. Now if we look at the hood gap, I can fit my index finger in to right about here. So like right about at the edge of this. And on the other side, it's basically almost the same. So if we look into this little gap right here, you can see the latch is actually not quite center with the hook on the hood. On this side as well, which means that we basically need to remove the entire front of the hood a little more this way. Now obviously there is still this huge gap in the front, which I can literally fit my thumb in. But believe it or not, this is actually quite normal on Supras, since there's usually a rubber seal embedded within this gap, which I haven't installed yet. But with it temporarily in place, you can already see how much better it looks. And with the entire front of the car taken care of, we are now one step closer to our personal Fast and Furious Supra. Let's move on to the rear and put on the new wing. I've decided to not go with the original movie wing since, honestly, I don't know what kind of abomination this is. So I went with a full carbon fiber TRD style wing, which, if you have seen the previous video, I've actually purchased from AliExpress. So I'm very curious to find out how well or even if this beauty will fit. Damn guys, honestly, I was really not expecting this wing to fit that well, especially since this is actually an AliExpress wing, as you might have already seen in the previous video. I bought this one off of AliExpress and it was like right around 200 euro. I think plus tax and the customs fee was right around like 240 bucks or something. But honestly, for that amount of money, it's just mind-boggling to me that you can get something of this quality and also this fitment. Just look at this line right here. And now if we go to the other side, look at this line right here. The fitment is genuinely spot on. But as always, let me know what you think in the comments below. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's take care of some side skirts, shall we? The side skirts are another part where I have decided to completely deviate from the movie. I decided to get myself some veil side ones, which, to my surprise, were pretty easy and fast to install. Alrighty, side skirts are on. They are just test fitted. You can see this ginormous gap right here. This is gonna close once I actually mount the side skirts properly, but for now they are on the car temporarily. And they look like absolute crap. In my mind, I was expecting these to look a little better. I don't like this. That kind of looks like literally like a boat, like the front of a boat. These are veil side skirts, by the way. I don't know, maybe it's just that it looks like crap because of the wheels, because the wheels are like so far in the car at the moment. Let's just stay optimistic and see how this looks once I actually properly bolt it down and the wheels are changed out. Alright, side skirts are temporarily bolted in.
in the front and in the rear, and the reason why I wanted to do this is because now I really want to heat them up, because as you can see we have all sorts of fitment issues right here, because after all this is fiberglass, and depending on how fiberglass is stored it tends to bend and warp, and we basically just need to bend this back into shape with a little bit of heat. Make sure to tuck everything in nicely, because this is still a little too far outside of the car. And then we can take everything back off and prepare it for paint, because that would be the next logical step. So let's heat it up.
Alright guys, bumper is done, hood is done, the side skirts are mocked up.
But of course, the keen-eyed viewers among you have probably noticed that there's one more thing missing, and that is the rear spats. Now, I said I would be turning the Supra into a tribute car and not a replica car, and that means that I will be changing out and swapping some parts here and there, which are kind of departing from the original movie car. So far, as you've probably seen, we are actually sticking very close to the original movie car, at least exterior wise.
Because in the movie, Brian is actually rocking a full Bomex body kit, including the bumper, the side skirts, and these rear spats. And so far we got the Bomex front bumper, not the Bomex side skirts, but Bale side ones. But because I think they look absolutely sick and still fit into the year 2025, I guess, I'm still gonna rock the Bomex rear spats.
And there you have it, everyone. The full body kit is mocked up onto the car. Obviously, we still need to paint it. I will have to take everything that you're seeing right here off again for painting.
But I think for now, this definitely gives us a very good idea on where the journey is headed, and I think this looks absolutely insane in my opinion.
Now, as I said plenty of times at this point, let me know in the comments below what you think about my body kit choice. What do you think of the hood? What do you think of the bumper? I'm already suspecting that the bumper is gonna spark some controversy in the comments below, but I'm totally fine with that.
Also, what do you think about the carbon fiber wing from AliExpress?
Do you like this combo? Leave it in the comments below. Yes, no, maybe. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.